Hello everyone, welcome to Topper IAS. So as part of our daily series, today also we will be looking few of the important news that were part of your Hindu as well as PIB. Okay, so let's get started then. So the first one is with respect to MSP, minimum support price. So what has happened is, Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs has approved, MSP for Kharif crops, okay, for marketing season 2021 and 22. Okay, so what is seen is that, MSP for paddy is hiked just less than 4% to 1,940 rupees per quintal. Okay, so while less means they are comparing vis-a-vis other things like, MSP, there is increase in MSP for others such as pulses, oil seeds, and coarse cereals. So compared to them, the hike for paddy is less, is what it is saying. Okay, so decision has been taken by Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, and basic things like MSP is the rate at which government purchases crops from farmers. Okay, and it is at least 1.5 times the cost of production incurred by the farmers. Okay, and this year it has been said that MSP for Bajra was set at 85% above the cost of production. For Urad and Tur, MSPs were more than 60% above the cost of production, and MSPs for the remaining crops were mostly set around stipulated 50% above the cost of production. Okay, so minimum MSP should be at least 1.5 times the what is the cost of production, that is 50% above the cost of production. Okay, so what it is, but you see for Bajra, it is set at 85% above the cost of production, and Urd and Tur 60%. The reasoning is that this is to encourage, crop diversification. Differential remuneration is aimed at encouraging crop diversification, because one of the negative consequences of providing, MSP was, cereal centric crop production. So to avoid such a situation, it has been, they are coming out with a differential remuneration so that crop diversification takes place. Okay, and basic things you should know also with respect to minimum support price. So it is a form of market intervention by the government of India to ensure agriculture producers against any sharp fall in the farm prices. Okay, and MSP is announced by government of India at the beginning of sowing season for certain crops, and this is on the basis of recommendation of Commission for Agricultural Cost and Prices. Okay, CACP, remember that. And again, same thing, it guarantees price for the produce of the, you know producers. Okay, and it acts as a safety net for farmers. Okay, and this was the core of, agriculture revolution that saw India transforming from a food deficient to food surplus nation. So meaning is, MSP started beginning in the year 1966. So, this was the year where, you saw the development of green revolution programs in India. Okay, so since then it has been going on, and remember, MSP do not have any legal backing, in the sense it is not part of any legislative acts. Okay, so let's go to next one. So the next one is with respect to, election commissioner. President has appointed, Sri Anup Chandra Pandey, IS, retired IAS, okay, as the election commissioner. Okay, so, basic things about election commissioners. Election commissioners of India are members of Election Commission of India, a body, a constitutional body empowered to conduct free and fair elections in India. Okay, and election commissioners are usually retired IAS and IRS officers. And until 1989, Election Commission of India was a single body, but later two more additional, election commissioners got added. Okay, thus the election commission currently consists of chief election commissioner and two election commissioners. Okay, and now the president has appointed election commissioner, you remember, and decision on the of the commission is always taken by a majority vote. Okay, remember that point also. So one more survey, All India Survey on Higher Education. Okay, has been published for 2019 and 20. See, actually this is the 10th in the series of All India Survey on Higher Education, released by, okay, Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Education. Okay, few of the things have been pointed out, in higher education. So what are the six changes that have happened or the progress that have been made? The total enrollment in higher education stands at 3.85 crore in 2019 compared to 3.74 in 2018-19. A growth of 11.36 lakh has seen. Okay, they were compared with the 2014-15 also. And coming to gross enrollment ratio, the percentage of students belonging to eligible age group enrolled in higher education is 27.1%. Okay, remember this. And gender parity index in higher education is 1.01 against 1. So this is how they are measuring. So it is indicating a relative access to higher education for females of eligible age group compared to males. So increasing higher education, even females are getting enrolled. Okay, so that is addressing the gender parity in higher education. And then we have number of students pursuing PhD is around 2 lakh against 1.17 lakh. Okay, then we have the total number of teachers which stand at 15 lakh, comprising 57.5% male and 42.5% male. So survey, so All India Survey on Higher Education, so it is quoting all the facts related to higher education, be it enrollment ratio, gross enrollment ratio, gender parity in higher education, total students pursuing PhD, and total number of teachers. Okay, so annual publication brought out by Department of Higher Education under Ministry of Education. Okay, so that was it for today. You can also download the PDF of this document in the link that is given below. Okay, thank you.